Hey guys, what's up and welcome back. So after a few weeks of being teased on the official Resident Evil Facebook page about a possible Resident Evil 2 remake, they actually posted up a video just yesterday in which a long-time Capcom producer named Yokiashi Hirabayashi, if I'm saying that correctly, and the video basically confirmed that the Resident Evil 2 remake is actually going ahead and they're actually going into production, which is great news for all of us survival horror fans. All I can say is about Downtime. This is the remake we've all been wanting ever since the Resident Evil remake for the GameCube came out back in 2002, I believe. That was one of my favourite games of all time and still is to this day. If you haven't checked that out, go ahead and buy the remastered version that recently came out on the PlayStation 4, PC and Xbox One, because that is one of the best survival horror games of all time in my opinion. With this most likely being a from the ground up production, I can't see this game coming out anytime soon. The earliest I can imagine it coming out is, say, early 2017. So with all that said, there's a lot of different ways that this game could go. The best way in my opinion that they could do this is they've made it just like the Resident Evil remake on the GameCube, with the fixed cameras and the tank controls, because in my opinion that is kind of what makes Resident Evil survivor horror game. It takes away from all the action that was brought in from Resident Evil 4 onwards, and it was just a lot more scarier and intense when it was just fixed camera angles. You get to see all these weird perspectives of the buildings you're in, and it allowed for a lot more jump scares and scary monsters to just spring out and attack you. I would like to see the city overhauled a bit, make it a bit more dense, a lot more things to do in it, a lot more places to go, because there was a lot of places in Resident Evil 2 where the doors were just locked, you couldn't go. So considering it's a massive city, there'd be a lot more opportunity to explore some cooler locations and some weirder new monsters that we haven't seen. Maybe some things that were supposed to be in Resident Evil 1.5, if you know what that is. Maybe they could bring some of the stuff that was cancelled from that into this new remake. In my opinion, there's two camps of Resident Evil fans. There's the ones who like the old classic style, which is probably me, and then there's the newer type of fans who who love the modernized fighting style from 4 onwards, where it's over the top shoulder and you can aim the gun everywhere, which I do like as well. I'm not like hating on that, but I think the best thing they can do with this remake is if they give us the option to play between each style. So you could, at the flick of a button, just like say Halo's classic mode, you can press back or select or whatever, and you could swap to over the top view and you could look around, because that would please both the old school fans and the new fans, and it will also give like the old school fans a different way to play. If the modern fans felt like they were up to the challenge, they could change it back to the old school cameras. So it'd be the best of both worlds in my opinion. Now, I'm not a game developer, I don't know how difficult this would be to incorporate, but if they did this, I think it would just knock it out of the park. Everyone would love the game because it would bring all types of Resident Evil fans back together to play it however they want to do it. Seeing as they're going to be building up Raccoon City from the ground up, why not just add in Resident Evil 3 story while they're there, considering the city's going to be built already and the majority of Resident Evil 3 takes place in Raccoon City, in some of the same locations, to be honest. While this is a pipe dream, I can't imagine them doing this, but fingers crossed, if enough people talk about it on the Facebook group, then maybe they can incorporate something like that, because I would love to see Resident Evil 2 and 3 on the same disc. That way we could play it in the chronological order as well, because Resident Evil 3 actually starts before Resident Evil 2 and then takes place after Resident Evil 2 as well. So tell me guys, are you excited about this new Resident Evil remake now it's actually been confirmed? How would you like to see it done? Would you like the fixed cameras, or would you like it to be more modern like Resident Evil Revelations 2 style? Or would you like it to be like Resident Evil 6, which I doubt you will, with tons of quick time action events? Also, what sort of extra things would you like to see in the game? What sort of extra monsters or different locations or different characters would you like to see crop up in this version? Let me know down in the comments section. I can't wait to see what you guys think about this. Anyways, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe if you want to see all things concerning gaming, television and movies. Thanks for watching, and I hope I'll see you guys next time.